Notre Dame is number one.
Notre Dame with a miracle win as the
He's going in. Notre Dame has scored.
Welcome back to the Brian Kelly Radio Show, live from Legends of Notre Dame. Coach is still here, and so is the man now known as Irish Chocolate, Louis Nix III, junior out of Jacksonville, Florida, nose tackle who just keeps getting better and better. What are you pleased about in his progression so far?
Oh, I think it has. Can I get on this segment, guys, or not?
No, you're on.
Am I on? You guys can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I think the first thing is the way he comes to work every day. You know, consistency on a day-to-day basis in the classroom, and then when he comes over to the Goog, you know, he understands a lot more about what it takes to be the best, the very best, by the way he prepares. And I think those are the two things that I'm most proud of.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
What's it like playing for Coach?
What's it like? I think it's great. Sometimes he turns purple, but, you know, we don't worry about that too much.
No.
This is going to be an interesting half hour.
So you know why I wanted to be on this segment with him.
Oh, boy. I know that you and Kona Schwenke are very close and work together. And right now, he is listed #1 in the depth chart. But talk a little bit about the way the two of these guys have gotten together, worked together, and made each other better.
Well, I think they support each other. They're teammates, you know, and they go to work together. They're in the same meeting room every day, and I think that's the case for all the defensive linemen. That's a unit. That's a group of guys that pull for each other and work hard to make each other better. And they're challenged, you know. Kona challenges Louis, and Louis challenges Kona, and that's a good dynamic to have because they're all in it together for the same purposes. You know, nobody's in there for their own self-interest. Everybody's there for the same reason. You know, Louis wants to win as bad as anybody else in that room, and that's a good dynamic to have.
Talk about that relationship because you're there to win, but you also want to be listed #1 in the depth chart. That's a natural competitor, and I think Coach wants you to want to be #1 at that position. How do you guys mesh together to make sure you're both playing as well as you possibly can?
You know, during the spring, you know, we had a competition at it, and he was doing better than me at one point in time. You know, I got kind of jealous a couple of times. Then, you know, that pushed me to work harder. So we went back and forth with each other. Coach told me I need to step my game up, and that's what we did. And I stepped my game up. His started to increase, and, you know, I think both of us just started to improve our game just working together. You know, we've been together since freshman year, and we're like brothers. You know, we talk all the time. We hang out on weekends, and, you know, it's that brotherhood we have where we want to get each other better every day.
Now, one of the top players in the country, when you recruited him, he came in, didn't play his first year. What were some of the biggest challenges for Louis to get himself prepared and ready to play at this level?
Well, I think, you know, anytime that you come to Notre Dame, it's more than just the football. I mean, you know, just the classroom and all the things, you know, socially. You know, I just think there's a big adjustment. There's a big learning curve, and it's hard to balance all of that. You know, another good friend of his, Everett Golson, you know, it really, you know, he needed last year just to get a handle on all the things that you have to do here at Notre Dame on a day-to-day basis. And so that's why I'm happy that he didn't play in his first year, because now he's able to balance all of those things so he can really play at a high level. He's now, you know, only in his second season of competition, and he's got only, you know, obviously there's no ceiling for him now. I mean, he can continue to progress to a great level.
Toughest transitions for you, and how have you come so far so quickly?
You know, just working with the staff and the coaches. Coming in at like 368, you know, overweight, you know, I was satisfied when I came in. I thought, you know, college used to be easy. You know, it's like high school. You don't got to work too hard. You don't got to do too much. And, you know, when I came in, I saw that was the wrong thought of mine. So we worked with Coach Longo. He didn't just throw me in the fire. He worked with me every day. And, you know, working with coaches like Coach Diaco and Coach Elston every day, give them an opportunity to make me better, you know, that helped me out a lot.
You can actually go on a grocery shopping trip with this guy, and we'll explain how right after this timeout on the Brian Kelly Radio Show, live from Legends of Notre Dame, brought to you by your local Ford dealers. We are back with Louis Nix III on the Brian Kelly Radio Show, live from Legends of Notre Dame, presented by your local Ford dealers. All right, let's get right down to it. Where did Irish chocolate come from?
Irish chocolate. Where did it come from? Facebook.
You asked folks.
I asked folks, what is a great nickname for Louis Nix?
Now, why'd you want a nickname?
A nickname. All the great players have a nickname. I intend on being a great player. I work hard for it, and I'm going to continue to work for it. So I thought I needed a nickname. You know, the Bus, the Fridge, all those guys. So, you know, they put a lot of nicknames out there like Chocolate Tank and all those type names. And I thought Irish Chocolate fit real good.
Now, I told you you can go on a grocery shopping tour with Louis. You can do a lot of other things. He started a little thing on YouTube this summer called Chocolate News, and then it goes to a graphic with a picture. Is that your voice?
Yes, it is.
Okay, say what you say on that graphic.
What you talking about, Louis?
Now, because I kidded Louis a little bit about it, we did some media training his first year and stuff, and as he said, he didn't necessarily eat the diet that you need to eat to be excellent at this level. But on this grocery trip to a local grocery store, not only was he selecting the right things, but Sheldon Day was with you, a freshman, and Sheldon wanted like the honey buns and the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, the big Texas honey buns.
And Louis kept saying, no, did you ever go? I mean, I wasn't sure. He kept putting them back in the basket. Did he ever get them home?
He never got them home, but he kept putting them back like 4 or 5 times. It was a couple behind-the-scenes moments when he almost cried over the honey buns, but we didn't put those up. So.
Okay, tell me about the thinking behind Chocolate News.
The thinking behind Chocolate News. I know, like, at one point in time, I was a fan, you know. I was a big Miami fan at one point in time.
That's all right. You grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
You're from Jacksonville, Florida.
So, you know, I always wanted to talk to athletes and, you know, find out what they do. And, like, I was all interested in that type of stuff. So I was like, you know, since I'm in a position to do that, why I should, you know, show people what they want to see. And people would love to see me go grocery shopping, you know. Who wouldn't, you know?
No, I've been in this business a long time. It is hard to make a trip to the grocery store interesting. This one is interesting. Very interesting. You also took the guys, you went to the batting cages.
Yes.
You caught Coach Kelly his first day back in the office after his back surgery this summer. That was a really good interview.
Yeah, that was great. Actually, we just did it on the spot. I said, Coach, drop everything, Chocolate News.
And he did.
Yes, he did. And I was happy.
I got a chance to get interviewed?
On Chocolate News?
Because Coach loves me.
Oh, boy. There's going to be a practice someday when that's coming back on you, man, but that's all right. What are some of the upcoming editions of Chocolate News going to be about?
You know, I got a few things here and there, but I don't want to expose that right now.
All right.
I like to keep people waiting and anxious, you know.
Go to YouTube and search Chocolate News, and he is a radio, TV, and film major, and I think he's got a future in that when his football future is over. There's no question about it. They've got some questions for you. Louis Nix, this is from Kevin in South Bend. What was your grocery order like with all your brothers and sisters? How many eggs in the morning or how many potatoes for dinner for your family?
I really like eggs a lot. I usually, for breakfast, when I'm home, I eat about 12 eggs and a lot of cereal. A couple bowls of Honey Nut Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay. Remember, Coach said he's one of the best athletes on the team, so, I mean, he needs to keep this engine fueled. John from Niles, Michigan, just wants to say, Louis, keep up the hard work. It will all pay off.
Thank you.
Some great questions, but you got to sign them, folks. Louis, comedy or TV analyst when you graduate? Martin Diaz from Goshen.
Ooh, I like him.
You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
He left out one option when you graduate, though.
What is that?
Football.
I go to Notre Dame. I don't need football.
Whoa. Did you hear? He's right. He goes to Notre Dame. He doesn't need football. Doesn't mean he won't play it.
Yeah, you're right.
Brian Delio from Osceola, Indiana. When is Coach Kelly going to star in one of your YouTube videos? He already did. He was interviewed. I would like to see a day in the life of Coach Kelly on Chocolate News. The wheels are turning. Both wheels are turning. Those wheels are turning, and these wheels are turning. And I don't think they're turning in the same direction right now. All right, Mr. Nix, Mike Williams, South Bend. He's always here at our shows. Where did you ever come up with jersey number 9? Maybe you want to play safety or quarterback.
I would love to play quarterback, get on the center. But I came up with getting jersey number 9 because while I was redshirted, Kyle Rudolph was a great friend of mine, and he worked hard, and he was a great player, and I wanted to be just like him. So Coach said, you just keep working hard, you'll get number 9. Gave it to me. So I was happy because Coach loves me.
A man of his word. Louis, there's a thing in this world called collateral. You don't want to use it all tonight. You're going to be here for a while. This question was not signed, but it's a good one, so we'll ask it. What are some of the things you enjoy most about Notre Dame?
What I enjoy most, I love running out the tunnel during the games. It's like an amazing feeling, like once in a lifetime. Like at first, when I first came here, people were like, it'll be so amazing. I said, it'll just be running out, a tunnel with seeing people wave. But after I experienced it, it was wonderful and great, and there's nothing better than it, I think. So I love it.
All right. Kevin Morrison's here from Granger. He would like to know how your mom enjoyed last week's game.
She was so happy, and I love my mama. I'm so happy she finally came up to a game, and she enjoyed the experience. She hasn't been up in 3 years, and this is my junior year. She finally came to see a game, so I think that's why I played so well. We need to start getting my mom to some games,
Legally, under NCAA rules, folks. We don't need Jets showing up, flying her up here. I also read where you played basketball in high school.
Yes.
What position did you play?
I played center.
Center.
Yes.
How good were you?
Me, I was good enough to get 5 fouls in 2 minutes.
Well, the question was, did the guys you fouled get up?
Some did, some didn't.
I want to take this on the road. I'll just be the straight man. I think people pay to see this. I talked with you earlier this week on a serious vein about the focus of this team this week, which is getting ready for a good Michigan State team. A Michigan State team, by the way, that you stopped on offense for them by your defense last year that they're still talking about. And I know you've got a lot of praise for what that offense can do. What are you guys going to need to do to be able to be successful against them this weekend?
I think we need to win the battle in the trenches. They have a great O-line and a great running back. He's a big guy. He runs really hard, so we got to try to get that guy to the ground. He ran for over 200 yards last week, and he has a lot of potential, and he was a great player. So I think the battle in the trenches should be fought hard this week.
You have done a tremendous job. You really have. So much so I'm now worried because you might make a heck of a host for this show. The good news is I don't think Coach Kelly's going to let you do it while you're playing, though.
I know, right?
Thank you, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Irish Chocolate, Louis Nix III on the Brian Kelly Radio Show, live from Legends of Notre Dame, presented by Coca-Cola. This is the first player standing ovation that we've had. Now, don't go too far. You're only the third player we've had on the show, or fourth, the third this year. But all right, man. Thank you very much. We're back with more right after this.